2011 Infinity M56. I did some work recently, replaced my radiator, among other things. Walnut blasted my intake valves, changed my starter, and I made some videos showing how coolant behaves, right? When your system is working right, and to put coolant right at the min level and just kind of let it work itself. The other day, I'm looking at it thinking, why am I consuming it? Why does it keep going lower and lower? I know inherently it burps itself, right? All the air pockets get removed and the coolant replaces it, but I think I know why. See that? I'm leaking coolant from here, so I need to do something about that. And I know this because, well, it's fresh and I had rinsed the engine, and this foam, I know I just added this. Whoever did it last removed it. It did not have one, and I'm getting fresh coolant on it. So right now, check the level. Oh, it's pretty high, which means I'm going to lose a good amount of coolant, whatever's here. But it's fine, I guess. It's all for a good cause. Remove that first, then I can remove this. This is covering the high pressure fuel pump, the HPFP. There you go. Once that's off to the side, I'll just put a rag underneath here to catch as much as it can. That's about all I can do, really. It could be a matter of just reseating it, or I don't know if it's possible that I have crud over there. Yeah, what's up with that? Let me put this down first. Let me try to just reseat it a little better. Actually, I decided to just remove it all the way. I had just, after loosening the clamp, I'd wiggled the hose a few different ways to see if that would reseat it, but why risk it? We're already here, right? So I'm going to lose some coolant. Maybe not. I'm just pulling it back far enough to see if there's any crud over there. Sometimes that white corrosion causes issues. Doesn't look like that's a problem here, at least not on top. No, looks fine. Keep pulling it a little more. It's all smooth down here, all smooth. So I think what we might be facing here, and then I have this white line to guide me as to how it should be oriented. I think what we're dealing with over here is just a case of a bad worn hose, and I'm going to buy a brand new hose and then come in and install that so that it stops leaking. That's pretty much what it's going to be. Hope no one is looking at this thinking, oh, you know what? You just need to get some worm screw clamps. No, you need the proper clamps for coolant system. And worm screw is not it. My foam is causing issues in the back. There you go. It's clamping in pretty much the same spot it was. Again, let me see this gap. I'm trying to eliminate that gap. There it is. As I said, I still plan to buy another hose. There's no reason that that gap over there should be the biggest determinant in sealing my coolant connection. Hose looks good, but what I'll do is I'll get another hose and another clamp as well. Over here it looks all good. No leaks underneath at all. All right. I'm trying to feel for the head because I would have said, hey, let me just move this clamp back a little bit, but let's leave it there and see what it does. Look, I was able to do it without losing too much coolant. It's a win in my book. It's all the way, butted all the way, and all the way here as well. What more can you do, you know? So what I'll do right now, though, is I'm going to replace this one because I have yet another one. Instead of trying to clean this, I'll just get a new one for now. And if I start seeing drops on it again, then I'll know I've got a leak. The leaking is still happening. For now, the other stains are going to have to wait until I can actually get my engine cleaned. And here we go. Generally, I mean, my car ran without the foam for such a long time. As I said, whenever, I guess when the timing chain recall was done, they did not reinstall the foam. And it just stayed like that till I got an opportunity working on different engines. I was able to get a spare or get extra foam. I said, okay, well, I'll just do it. But now I'm using it as a troubleshooting tool, or as a fault indicator. It's crazy how that works. Let's probably go in open first. All that was hiding. There you go. Perfect, there you go. You can get this, slide it over. Perfect. First time I saw this connection, it was a little baffling. I was looking at it thinking, well, the bolt is in there, or the screw is in there. How do I even get my tool in there? Then I realized you could just remove it. Hey. Okay, so this one's gonna go away for a while. I'm looking at this area over here. It won't be hard to hide. Add some coolant. The coolant in the system is fine. As I said, it sucks up everything it needs. Never really starves. Oh, I just spilled. I just did it. Once again, I'm looking for this area over here, right above it, not up there. And this is why I record these videos, so that I can help myself remember. And right now, it's not severe, but since it's the first start of the day, I would like it to be in the middle if it's cold. So I'm going to add just a little bit of coolant. Oh, yep. Over the top. I'm going to add a little more. Now I have a different reference point. There, this line, this is what I usually go for. And the line is, I guess right now it might be hard to see the line, but usually this is where the reservoir bends, right there. Can you see that? Look at it from an angle maybe. But yeah, so that's my new cold level. Just give it time and I'll come back. For now, let me just get the napkins and dab up some of the more obvious spills that I created, and then we should be good to go. Okay, well, I'll update if anything changes. Otherwise, next project is to replace this and this, which means I'm going to lose a little bit of coolant, or a lot of coolant. So, well,